Oh no, we have no space left for the new pallets of wool over at the sheep. We better go and sort it out very quickly. Anyway, yes, hello everybody, and welcome back to the Valley of the Old Farm. In fact, we do actually have already loads of pallets of wool, so hang on, wait. Ah, I've put this in the way. How foolish. Yeah, so I should think if I move this it will actually allow us to spawn more, but I really should move those two anyway. That was my rubbish parking. That's what was at fault. But yeah, we've got loads, so I'm going to check the price again. If the price is good, we might be able to sell some today. Hopefully we can do, because obviously, yeah, wool is worth an absolute fortune in Farming Simulator. Oh, still some fairly atrocious reversing there, but there we go. Let's just detach that. We're going to have to use this tractor for moving these pallets. Okay, so the price of wool appears to be, if I'm not mistaken, at its worst. So if we allow this to now go up again, hopefully very soon, it's going to be at a very, very healthy price, and we're going to make a fortune from what we have. I think we have in the region of 5 to 6 full pallets, so if you were to convert that to money, it's essentially quite a bit. I could never tell you a figure, especially as it is so dependent on the demand, but it's not going to be bad, I can put it that way. It's going to be very good, in fact. The easiest way of doing this would probably be to move that first one out of the way, but yeah, it's obviously only just starting to fill, so it would be very wasteful taking a 7% pallet over here. 7% full. I think the others are still on the trailer, so we're just going to allow these to join in. They can join in the fun as they spend a bit of time in the hayloft. I may have to pull around the corner, or I may be able to just slip it on the side. Let's just see. Ah, crikey. Yeah, I think I can get away with it. I can do. Nice. The skid steer would obviously turn on the spot, which would be even better. So today, the jobs which we have to do are as follows. Well, it's actually two. The main job is fertilizer spreading, which we have to do many times. I've actually... Oh yes, that reminds me. Many people noticed that field 25 just here was not fertilised. It is now, I've just done it. So thank you to everybody who did remind me about field 25. Everything is now at the same stage, which is very good. But yeah, we've got to do stage 2 ideally, or at least begin stage 2. We're going to use the artificial fertilizer spreader, spread some pellets, and yeah, the other job is probably what we're going to do first. Actually, I would like to do it first. We're going to try out a new axe. Oh yes, no chainsaws allowed, we have to use axes. Main reason is we're a bit strapped for cash. We only have £620,000. But no, seriously, I want to try it out. I want to give it a go. It looks like a really good mod. It looks like a really interesting mod. So let's just move this final pallet and then we'll go over to the shop. We'll buy our axe. We'll probably take the Unimog actually, because I've got an idea. My idea is, are you ready? To use the axe. Yes, we're going to put it to some use. It's probably going to consist of taking one tree down. So we'll lop one tree down, axe one tree down, and yeah, we'll bring the firewood back in the Unimog, and we'll either sell it or we'll keep it for a fireplace which you can actually get, which I have used before. So I'll just neaten things up here, and then we will go over to the shop. We have plenty of hay over there. We have a good supply, so I'm not worried at all. One of the first times ever while playing Seasons I've not been worried about the amount of feed we have, because there is also much more to come. Okay, it's a bit tight in here, probably easier if I do it from the third person view, but all I want to do is just basically nudge this over a bit, just to straighten it off. Okay, that will do. Not much of a difference, but it will do. I think we have 6 pallets, 5 of which are full. This one here isn't full, but that's not bad. Okay, so ooh, we've got some gold nuggets. We've got a gold nugget over here. I'll put this tractor back in the shed. It will be used for transporting the water tanker again very soon. It's something we have to do every 3 days. And if you notice, we're actually on day 8 of 9 for the spring. So it's almost the summertime. It's looking very nice. It's 11 degrees, so it's not that warm, but it's obviously looking fairly warm. Much more pleasant than the winter anyway. So yeah, the Unimog. I'm assuming I've put it down here. Oh yeah, that needs doing too. We need to compact the silage. But first, we have more pressing matters. We have to go and try out the lovely axe. I think it actually costs £560 or something, so it's not cheap, but it must be a very high quality axe. It must be one which is so sharp it can slice through a tree like a hot knife through butter. But we'll go and find out. Hopefully no traffic gets in our way today. Of course we're driving the Unimogs, so we can fly past them at 49 miles per hour, which is the speed the traffic should do anyway, but it's just farming simulator for you. So far we're doing alright for traffic. Nothing at all. Gonna have to kill our speed a bit here. The speed limit is likely 30, and there are pedestrians. So that is the potato and sugar beet place, Mother Earth. I need to keep that in mind because I do want to do one of the two root crops. It doesn't really matter which one because it's not going to be used for anything. We're just going to sell them. And the other thing I might do is poplar harvesting. The reason why I say might is the issue with it is it's very expensive to get the equipment, and then you don't really get much for the wood chips at the end of it. So I don't know. I think it would have to be on a fairly big scale. We'd have to do at least 2 fields of wood chips for it to pay off, and the equipment would have to be leased because it would never be worth buying it outright. Anyway, here we are. I don't know which category it's going to come under actually. I've never used it before. Chainsaws? It does. The Lizard Axe. It is about half the price of a chainsaw. So we need to really figure out which is the best place to go and try it out. I don't really know. Looks like there's a forest. Well, actually most of the map is forest, but there's a forest near field 2. There's the main forest around the pig farm. Another forest where we haven't actually been before near field 82 there. Quite hard to see. But you can see all the dark patches on the map. It's all forest. A lot of it is covered in trees. So I think the most interesting thing to do will probably be to go down here. I'll put the map down in a second. I'll go through the ford because that's always fun to do. So if we take the next turning left, I think it is. Is it here? Okay, it might be the next one. Is this a track? I've turned up in somebody's back garden. Oh dear. Unless this is the way. No, wait, it is the way. Good. This should go... Oh no, crikey, this is... Oh no, wait. That was the way to go. Good grief. My sense of direction is appalling. But yeah, there is a ford down here, which we can drive through. I'm assuming actually this is our barn. We might as well use it for something. In fact, it's a very nice area. I'm tempted to buy whichever field is closest to us. Field 20 and 18. I should think they're quite expensive, but we'll look into it. So this is where the road, well, the dirt track crosses the river. And I think this is probably the best place to try it out. I'm looking forward to this. It will be just the one tree that we take down, because we've got to fit it in the back of here. And talking about fitting it in the back, we should be able to put the sides down. We'll keep one up. So if we go in the sunshine, it's not terribly warm, so it would be nice to be in the sun. Turn the engine off, and we'll pick a tree. Nothing too big. Ooh. As I said, it's the first time I've used it, so I'm assuming it works pretty much the same way as a chainsaw. Okay, so I've got it in a position here. Let's give it a go. Nice sounds. It's probably going to take a while to get through, but it is progressing. And then we run when it starts to fall. There it goes! Timber! Oh, crikey, did it? Oh, I thought it hit... Oh, it has gone through the fence. It's resting on a fence post. Well, it was never going to go too well, as I am the one operating the axe, but still, we have managed to get it down. I'm not too sure how we're going to strip the foliage off. Oh, it's just as simple as that. That is nice. So obviously much slower than a chainsaw, which you would expect. In fact, the chainsaw is very rapid. You can just whiz up the side of the tree and strip all these off in seconds. So what we have to do now is log it up into, obviously, liftable sizes so we can actually pick them up by hand, but nothing so small that it's just going to take forever to do. There's a few branches left on here. Just get them hacked off. There we go, and a few down here. It's good. At least it was good. And I think probably logging it up is going to be a time-lapse job. It's going to take a while to do. But I like the slower pace sort of feel about this. I just think it'd be very physical work in real life. It would wear you out. Especially if you had to fully chop up the tree into manageable sized logs just with an axe. So let's give it a go. Let's try and log it up if we can do. It may take a minute just to find the right area. There we go. Yeah, you can actually see the axe going further down each time. And there it is. The first log has been cut. So that is probably the smallest one we're going to have. Most likely not the lightest though, because that is the very end of the tree. The base of the tree. It's going to be quite heavy. So let's just slide it into there. Very neat fit. I think we're going to struggle to get everything into there, but even so, we should be able to get quite a bit in. I'll be very persistent with this, and we'll try and squeeze it all in. So I think the next one can be about this long, hopefully. Yeah, the key is not to look too far down, look more forwards, and it seems to find the trigger where you can actually cut. We're a lumberjack with a Unimog, but yeah, let's cut that in half. It seems to be too heavy. There is this mod which you can get, which I've mentioned before, which actually allows you to pick up anything. Doesn't matter what the weight is, you are the world's strongest person. Okay, so there we go. Let's get this whole tree done, and we'll see if it can fit in. I have my doubts, but yeah, like I say, I'm going to try my best to actually fit it all in. It'd be quite fun having the challenge of trying to squeeze it in. Oh no! That's my biggest concern, making the logs flip up like that, because they do go a bit crazy. I suppose one way around this is to strap them in as we go. Then at least only the log which I was touching is the one which flips out. So there we go. No, don't fall out. Crikey's got a mind of its own. Anyway, yeah, you get the idea. Amazingly, I have managed to fit pretty much the entire tree on here. There is just this piece left. I think it's just this piece. And looking at it, it is going to fit on the top there. It's just it might be a bit tricky to actually get it to stay up there or not take my eye out. Good grief. Crazy thing. It's gone berserk. Oh. Okay, so I think it is going to... Yes, that'll do. So there it is. It's all on there, I think. Let's just see. Yep. Looks like we might have damaged the post a bit when it fell. Slightly at an angle, but still. Let's go and take this over to the sell point. And really, it should be quite a bit of money here. It's a full tree. The place we need to go to is not too far from here. It is the Stanton Sawmill. And it looks like it's accessed from this road. So if we rejoin this road, turn right as if we're going over to the vehicle shop, and then turn left somewhere. It's taken much longer than I thought it would do. It's taken all the morning and some of the afternoon. So we're going to have to really crack on with the fertilizer spreading, but hopefully we can get at least 2 fields done. Obviously we can't do field number 25 or 2, because those 2 have only been done. Yep, so it's this way. Somewhere out of here. We have to turn left. Yeah, our next proper turning left, so the next junction is the one for us. But this really does show you how useful the Unimog is. It's probably the first time I've actually used it properly. Probably illegal though, because I can't actually see my indicator. Oh well. Is it automatic barriers? It is, good. And then somewhere up here will be the sell point for lumber. Let's weigh it in first. Which is it? Is that one in? Which one's in and out? This one here is possibly in. Or it could be either. Yeah, so that weighs almost 7 tons. 6,950. Let's go and see what it's going to sell for and how much it weighed. I guess we can just reverse into that trigger there if we wanted to. But I don't know, there could be another one. Obviously the tutorial does tell you everything, but I'm only going to use that if I really have to. That's wood chips just there. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to take it over here. We could use the crane actually to unload it if we wanted to, which might be a much more fun method. I should think we can just very simply drive into that trigger, but how boring is that? Yeah, probably that trigger there. I'm going to do it this way. Way more fun. I very rarely use the crane. Okay, so when I take the strap off, is it all going to tumble out? No, but it probably will tumble out when I put the grab on it. Let's go and see. Okay, so here we are. It's going to take me some time to get used to this. I have not used it very often at all. I think, in fact, I've probably used it once properly, and that was on a San Apache. Okay, so it must be, yeah, it's all the similar controls to anything else. Oh wow, I've just crushed the top of my cab. That is a seriously big grab. I reckon we could pick the whole load up, including the truck, with just this grab. So I must be very careful. It might be worth putting the other side down too. That's fairly in line. That's to grab, that's to go down. Yeah, I'll put the side down. Ah! Fell out of the crane. That's working. Okay. Oh no, it's slipping! Oh, it's going pear-shaped. That could have been worse. I can't believe the size of that grab though. You ready? Well, it's mushing it, that's for sure. Quick! No, not that way. Oh no, crikey. Oh, good grief. Okay, so clearly a bit of practice is required here. Maybe one of the logs will make it to here. Oh, is that for wood chips, isn't it? This next trigger. Oh, laughable. Okay, can we sell something? Yes, we have sold some wood. About 25% of it. That is all we've done. Okay, so I think it's probably fair to say that could have gone a bit better. The good thing is we can pick these things up by hand, so I'm going to have to finish off by hand, which is unfortunate. Yeah, if we were using the... I'm guessing you can actually change the attachment here, because that looks to be wood chips just there. And this one here is for the solid lumber. It's actually going for a good price. It might pay for the repairs on the Unimog. Okay, how many are left? Possibly 1, 2. Well, let's say it was worth it. Yeah, just hilarious. Yeah, that would do. Have I sold it all? I think I have. Right, probably the less said about that, the better. Let's go and do something a little bit more realistic, something I can actually do. Obviously that job in itself was very realistic, but I kind of failed. 6,950, so it wasn't actually taking into account the wood on the back. Which means this Unimog weighs about 7 tons, which is fairly heavy. not much traffic today. Makes it easier. We'll be doing some more grass mowing at some point, but I don't want to do too much, since that is one of the main jobs which we do, and it can become repetitive. I'm trying to find a variety of different things that we can do to keep the series fresh. That's always the thing with my semi-realistic series. That's the thing I struggle with the most. Trying to find a diverse number of jobs, if that makes sense. Yeah, trying to diversify. Whoop. We're flying. I'm going to kill my speed a bit. I'm going a bit too fast. Although, actually, we are still going the right speed for the road. Okay. Wait for this car. I did put the spreader back in the shed. I was using it last night before this video. Well, before this video, in the previous day, I was doing field 25. So it should still be here. Somewhere here. Someone's pinched my tractor. They've pinched it. I must have taken it around here instead. I did put it around there. I must have moved it. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so we're reversing. We use the mirrors. Mirrors only. Okay, I think there is a drill behind us, so I can't go back too far. That would do. And yeah, here it is. So we're looking to do, like I say, 2 fields. We're going to have to refill. I'm probably going to do the arable fields to begin with, but the grass fields need to be done too. Okay, that's filling up nicely. So while it's doing that, we'll just check up on the map and we'll try and figure out which ones need to be done first. I'm thinking 53 and 54. It's very close to here anyway. So yeah, that's full. Let's go. Or as Mr. Burns would say, let's roll. 21 degrees now, it's a heat wave. Blimey. I think the previous day was 13. Very welcome sunshine. It's always very nice when we get some decent sunshine, especially in real life. And it's amazing when you go through a really cold spell, when you're coming out of winter, and then you just get a week of really good sunshine and temperatures of 20 to 23 or something. The trees just transform. They come into leaf so quickly. You can go from winter to spring in a matter of days, providing you get that decent spell of weather. Somewhere around here are our fields. Here they are. Now the good thing is, because we have such a big spreader on the back, this is going to be a really fast job. And for this field, in fact, it's going to be like, I don't know, 30 seconds or something. But that means I need to be even more careful, because we don't want too much overlap and we don't want to miss nothing. So there is going to be some overlap. This field would have been better with the Caverneland spreader, the smallest one which we started off with, because then it'd be easier to manage overlap. Well, that's good. I don't know if FS17 has the soil mod. I don't think it does, because that was the big thing with FS15, the soil mod, where the weeds grew through and you had to have the right chemicals and, you know, pesticides, herbicides, all that kind of stuff to really manage the crop. And I actually remembered that. Well, I thought of it last night. I thought, yeah, if only we had that mod again. It might be in the game, but I haven't ever seen it on a mod site, so I don't know what happened to that mod. It was really good. Admittedly, I was a bit rubbish with it. I wasn't really, I didn't really have enough experience with it, but the mod itself was absolutely fantastic, and it was so good that it must have just been perfect for anybody doing an agricultural course or something at college, because it was so in depth. The thing this farm really needs is a tractor with GPS, and whenever I mention this, there's always somebody who brings up the topic about having it fitted aftermarket. I think this is all about real life though. In Farming Simulator, the tractor has to be actually, well, the mod has to have the capability of having a GPS thingy you put on the roof. What's it called anyway? Receiver? Transmitter? I don't know. You know, you get the dome put on the roof of the cab. Yeah, I don't know a great deal about GPS, just about how to use it in Farming Simulator. But yeah, you're right, you can in real life put GPS I think on pretty much any tractor, and if you use the GPS mod in Farming Simulator you can use it on any tractor. It's just if you want to physically see it on the tractor's cab, that's when the mod itself has to have it integrated in. I could bring up the GPS mod now and use it, but as you can see the tractor doesn't actually have GPS installed onto it. This is close, just about wide enough. Dare I risk going a little bit further to the right? No, I don't. Ah, that was terrible. That is pretty much taking it all in. I should think if I'd done this perfectly with GPS, it would have been able to do it all without missing anything at all. But of course, yeah, it's relying on my my driving here. You can see some faint lines though in the field. I could follow those. That could work quite well. But on the whole, that is done. Certainly good enough. You can see now that 2 fields are on their second fertilisation stage. So it should show on here as being darker. Oh, you can see where I've missed. But at least this field here was cultivated, or ploughed, whereas the others haven't been. So that is helping us. Field 91, 92, they must be grass. Yeah, they are, because they didn't need to be ploughed. But yeah, it's looking better there. But there is plenty more to do. I think I might just go and do another one. If we go to, well, 93. 93 is super close to us, and it's on the way back to the yard anyway, so yeah. It'll probably take us a whole 30 seconds to do it. It's worth doing any which are local to us. We don't have to do all the fertilising by the end of spring. Oh, a great demand for wheat. Do we have any wheat? Sorry, just parking casually in the middle of the road here. I should think we do, starting off wheat. Field 93 is the field we have to access through the pig farm. Of course we don't have any pigs, and we probably never will do. So this farm is going to be mostly dedicated to, you know, just parking stuff in it, which is good, because we are going to run out of space eventually at the main farm. So it does make things a bit easier. Yeah, first time around I'm fairly sure I did use the Fertilizer Spreader, which was much smaller. So who knows, it could be just a headland and then go up and down twice and we'll be done. Or possibly actually, just go up and down once. That'll probably do it. If it was being cut by the mowers, it would be feeling like a massive field. It's just because this has got such a fantastic working width, you can do it in just a couple of minutes. So yeah, a bit longer than my 30 seconds. I was just exaggerating, but it is still a fairly fast field to do. But it's just a case of going up this way, down the other way, and it will be finished. So again, please do feel free to suggest anything. I did say originally this could be an interactive series. It may well still be, although I might do Ballincraig as the interactive series. I'm not too sure. The issue with this one being the interactive series is I'm always having to do the fertilising and re-drilling and stuff, and by the time I've done all that, there probably won't be time for me to do the suggested recommendations on what we should do on farm. So yeah, I think Ballincraig might be a better one to do it on. But anyway, yeah, we're done here. Let's go back over to the yard. We'll park up, and it's actually almost 10 to 7 in the evening, so we have had a full day smashing up the Unimog and fertilising some fields. And this time I think we will put the spreader tractor in the shed here. We have no need to go back into the main yard. We're still 79% full, so that's going to be perfect. Okay then, so thank you so much once again for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. And yeah, like I say, any suggestions, please do feel free to post them down below. Otherwise, see you again soon. Bye for now.